he can basically catch up to Zeri at any point if he's in range of that W. So, yeah.
On the flip side, I'm surprised to see Max Crisp hasn't taken Cleanse. But we do end up seeing the invade coming out here. We'll just immediately get spotted out here by Frostmoth, so nothing else is going to happen.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But yeah, again, very surprised to actually end up seeing no Cleanse here on Max Crisp, as there is a lot of avenues of which they can shut down Max Crisp and be able to play the game. And while Cleanse isn't a be-all end-all answer, it at least alleviates some of that pressure in these team fights. Looks like we're going to actually see Unadabula managing to start his buff on time this game as opposed to 15 seconds late, so that'll be a good start to this game. And yeah, both junglers looking to opt red buff, so they shouldn't be meeting anytime soon.
So that Ares will end up top, while Unadabula ends up bottom in this case. I wonder, I mean, I'm not quite sure how this 2v2 goes, honestly. Maokai has been very much out of the picture. Basically, overall, in all of the positions, you don't really see him anymore. Even support, which was probably his most popular role before he fell off. I assume Monkey Madness should be able to fight for priority. But even then, I feel like Lilia will be just perfectly fine taking those... Oh, not going for Krugs, actually. It's going to be 5 camps instead. That's interesting. I feel like Lilia can afford to go 6 camps without really sacrificing anything.
Yeah, it's surprising to see, as Lilia is very much a champion that's more than happy to go for 6 camps. Especially if you are opting to start at the red buff, where you wouldn't then expect him to be meeting the enemy jungler, who would, by all normal means, start the same side. It is interesting to see the Krugs being skipped out here, and whether that does or does not translate to an early gank. We do see fighting happening in the top lane here, though. Although we do see the Mega Gnar come out, but it's not really going to mean much, and we do actually see everyone's losing the trade. We see trading happening in the mid lane as well, that's just relatively even.
Yep, trades all over. Grasp goes out on both sides, but Arenz now transforms into Mini Gnar, and that's a lot of extra damage there. Ares is finishing his clear. He could look to gank top lane first very soon now. We could see more attention from that Dundeeznuts jungler this time towards top lane, but Arenz is going to sniff that one out, and he's not going to allow Diana to take first blood here. The wave's a little bit problematic, but that's obviously better than just dying from a jungler.
So he will burn his TP just to get back here. As well as that'll also end up forcing Friendship off the lane and should allow him to read to fix his wave state. So we do see both junglers pathing mid lane here. We do see the Fear landing on Jensen, and we do see Ares coming for the gank, but the Glacial Path will just lead Frostmoth to safety.
Yeah, Lissandra, not really a champion that's easy to gank for these two champions as long as she has Glacial Path ready. I feel like it will have to be until later into the game where both champions have their ultimates. Then we'll see Dundeeznuts' composition really start getting a lot more active. Right now, it's a little bit of a standstill here, as both team compositions are still waiting for their impactful ultimates to come in, and then we'll start to see some real action.
Yeah, again, two teams that just want to scale.
Yeah, this time it's a lot more apparent on the Dundeeznuts side as well.
The one thing you have to ask is which team scales harder, because obviously we've got the Orgnimes. Though saying that, it does look like we're going to get a dive top lane here. The Warlock does mess along with the Swell Seed. So the only thing that will end up landing is the Grim Ring. They will be forced to back off.
Didn't have the wave there. It just kind of, that gank opportunity fizzled away. Both junglers almost met in that blue side jungle. But instead, we're just going to see Dundeeznuts taking a trip into a red side jungle of MNK, putting down some vision and maybe setting up an ambush. But that won't work. Now both junglers met for just a second there, but it's not going to cause any trouble just yet. Both junglers just happy clearing for now. No dragons have been attempted really early on into the game. But now the big trade, 2v2, flash forced out of Karakuni. Max Grip still following up with those auto attacks, and it's first blood for Dundeeznuts. Max Crisp staying sharp in game 2.
So yeah, with Hikes taking that cleanse there, it feels really bad at all.
Frostmoth hits level 6, almost manages to get that all in. Weebly escapes with less than 100 health for sure in that encounter. But yeah, very, very close.
2 HP from the old chat by the looks of things. But yeah, Karakuni ends up full. Oh, actually, no, Karakuni has heal, not. I was about to say it's because of the lack of heal, but no. So we do see Call of Fortune has been sent straight out, but it will be responded with the Gnar. So we do see Friendship trying to flash forward for the Drill Pop, doesn't find it. The pillar lands. Let's get the slow, but so we see Ares flashing forwards. The Q doesn't land. That's just
Crescent strike didn't land. Arenz gets a double potentially. He jumps in, out,
just right click.
Right click, boomerang throw. He gets it back. Double kill for Arenz. He outplays that. Well, does he really outplay, or was it Dundeeznuts that were really too eager on the second half of that play? I feel like it's the latter.
They bit off way more than they could chew there, trying to jump under that tower. They could have just left it at the one death, but then Friendship, after seeing Ares give his life, decided he wanted to do it too. And the worst part was Arenz almost gave up a free kill as well.
Yeah.
But managed to pick up for the 2-0, so you can't complain too much if you're Monkey Madness right now.
Yeah, Arenz once again securing that early game lead. Dundeeznuts, Ares getting back on the map immediately and just starting this dragon. You know, a nice rebound for Dundeeznuts potentially. Yep, they're just going to take it without any problems. Yeah, that's a slip up, but all things considered, it's still very early into this game, and it's not like Gnar is the highest threat on that team.
So we are going to see Karakuni just flashed on here, completely rooted up, and donated for the jungler.
Rapid kill secured here by Ares. Dundeeznuts not letting the foot off the gas. They're just going to invade after they take that dragon. Zeri takes it away with the laser from downtown. Ares has to walk away with nothing.
So we do see that the blue side for Dundee's getting made. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we do see the wallet being thrown out. Doesn't quite find the stun on the wall. Although we do see that Yundabula is very close, so again, they could just choose to dive this now. However, the Call of Fortune is going to be available very soon. So whether that dive would be successful or not is an entirely different matter.
Yeah, with this amount of health, I'm not sure if SS Friendship will be able to outplay. Arenz is trying to set this lane up slowly, but now SS Friendship looks like he just wants to fight, and he's going to take it! It's a solo kill for SS Friendship. He does not need the jungler, he's just going to do it himself.
Top lane just wants to fight. They're just killing each other because I'm guessing they're all just getting bored up there. Like we saw it with the dive earlier from the side of Dundeeznuts, and then Arenz just going for a fight when he doesn't have an ult while his enemy lane does.
Yep, top lane is definitely just complete chaos right now. Both junglers paying a visit there for a little while, but it was mostly just Ares trying to get some leads, which did backfire. We'll still have to wait a little while until we really get this game going. Potentially the second dragon contest will be vital, as we'll finally see both of those teams team fight for the first time in full scale. But you know, going into this next fight, I still believe that Dundeeznuts should be favored for the time being.
So, one thing I'm scared about is, are Monkey Madness able to outscale? Actually, we do see Nature's Madness being thrown out here. We see
the bullet caught out. The CC lands, but Dundeeznuts potentially miscalculating. First kill goes to them, though. Hike's trying to clean up, but he's going to get stopped by all of that CC. Has to pop cleanse as well just to stay alive, potentially. Monkey Madness, yeah, in a little bit of trouble, but they managed to get away with just one death to their name.
Very, very close fight there for both sides.
Oh, that forces out the Weebly Flash, but Frostmoth follows up anyway. Ignite goes in, and it's ticking. Last tick is going to take it. Frostmoth takes the solo kill in the mid lane versus the Vex. It's still 1 minute until the dragon, but now maybe Frostmoth will be able to get Everfrost before the fight starts.
So yeah, Weebly just not having enough mana for the personal space there, which will end up being his demise.
Yep, Frostmoth identifying correctly that this was the window to go in, and that he did. Arin's still applying pressure on the top lane. He's really close to Divine Sunderer. Should be there quite soon. And maybe, with all this gold, Monkey Madness hitting their power spikes, maybe they will be able to fight back. Or perhaps they'll just let this second dragon go through as well and just bank on the scaling they have. Which is, you know, it is there, but we still have yet to see how it really translates versus the enemy team composition they have.
It does look like they are trying to gear towards a gank on the bot lane potentially here.
Nature's Grasp and Enchanted Crystal Arrow both used, immediately flashed away from, but Weebly now compromised, totally out of position, but is he though? Ares with a nice counter engage kills off a jungler. Another ultimate lands from the Vex, and that's another kill shortly after. Vex will not go in on that one. Shadow Surge would probably kill her on the spot if she decides to press R again, but this does mean Dundeeznuts are in good position to take the second dragon. Ashe is trying to zone off multiple members of Monkey Madness, and there you have it. Dundeeznuts win the skirmish at just the right time, and they're rewarded with the second dragon of the game.
Yeah, just a 2 team fight comps and 1 team isn't winning the team fights right now. And the one which I did again say ugly has the less scaling. I'm a little bit scared right now from Monkey Madness.
Yeah.
Saying that, we do see fighting in the top lane here.
Barins with a big trade, uses the ultimate. Call of the Forge God comes in from the other side. Here comes Ares though, he's not alone. Dundeeznuts coming in for the counter gank, but he's going to be too late. Ares, kill number 4 for Dundeeznuts jungler. He's doing everything correctly while Dundeeznuts is not quite there on time. And Dundeeznuts, is this it? Are they just going to run away with this game as well?
So they've got a very convincing lead right now, 3,000 gold lead as we speak, along with 2 dragons. Which, it's not something you want to be staring down when, again, both these teams are playing for team fights and one of them's just putting it off way more successfully right now.
Yeah, at this stage, it feels like Monkey Madness, all they really can hope for is Viserys at some point hitting those spikes and then you can really turn those fights around. But right now, it's Dundeeznuts with all the cards, and they're playing very aggressive with what they've been dealt.
Yeah, we do see Dundeeznuts now looking to pick up the Herald as well, which will be, again, another way to generate pressure on the map. A gold lead as well. Actually, no, plates are gone, so ignore that part. But again, that'll allow them to break open this map a bit. So they have been spotted out by the looks of things, although they are able to just pick up that Herald without being contested whatsoever.
Frozmoth was just outside of that Baron pit, but he can't really do much there alone. I feel like that would just be a situation where Diana wins the 1v1. Dundeeznuts trying to surprise Monkey Madness a little bit, potentially baiting them into a fight. Here comes Unidebola though. Is this a 2v3 situation? Karakuni, that tidal wave is all they really have to force a fight. And it's quite telegraphed if it comes in from a distance. Yeah, I'm quite at a loss when it comes to, looking for ways for Monkey Madness to fight back here right now. They really have to wait for a long time before they can really get going. But here come Dundeeznuts again. They're not going to wait around to see Monkey Madness scale. They're just going to keep pushing. That's 1 kill plus turret, and Rift Herald spawned as well, which means the second turret could fall as well. Rin's fighting on the other side versus S's French, but the Ornn has too much health. Also a lot of resistances. Maybe Unidebola can do something about this though. He flashes in. Finally is going to be a kill on the Ornn, but the response from Dundeeznuts is harsh. 2 towers already down. Another one is going to fall down. Are we going to get the inhibitor in 18 minutes? They're just pushing down the base. They're not stopping. Monkey Madness have to respond to this.
Wait, are they gonna... Tower...
Oh no.
The Herald got another charge!
Yeah, it got another charge, but I don't think... Yeah, the Nexus Tower stays alive, and it does have regeneration. So, eventually it could go back to full, but that's a big swing for Dundeeznuts. The one caveat here is that they took the inhibitor as well very early into this game. This does create a window, however, for a quick Baron take, because this is a bot lane inhibitor.
That's what I was about to say. They could just look to turn that into just a 20-minute Baron contest. And if they just have Ornn running down that lane, they have to choose to either answer the Baron or Ornn, as it will force one to get taken with little resistance. Yeah, I'm surprised that they just let them do that. Just 3 Herald charges there. No, 4 actually. Can't count. Yeah, we can already see the effect of that, because they've got 2 supers currently barreling down that bot lane. They don't have a hope in hell of being able to even contest this dragon. Although it looks like they're going to go for it, and again, this is leaving their base extremely exposed. We do see Ornn teleporting into the fight, but yeah, they're just going to throw out the Nature's Grasp. That immediately stops them from coming.
Oh.
We see the Shadow Surge land. We also see another Enchanted Arrow landing onto Karakuni here. We see Frostmoth is forced to entomb himself, but he's just going to end up falling quickly.
Rensnar doesn't really do much. This could just be the end of the game if Dundeeznuts get the teamfight win because the inhibitor's down. They're just going to do it.
Wait,
it's an ace. The game is over. They're just going to push down bottom lane.
So they've already lost one tower to minions. And Zeri's alive, but she's trying to kite it out, but she just doesn't do damage right now.
One Nexus Tower already down. Dundeeznuts potentially going for the end game push in less than 20 minutes. Zeri goes down. Does Dundeeznuts, do they have the minion wave to end this game? I don't think they do. They have to back off. But this is a warning call for Monkey Madness. They do get they don't get 1 kill as an answer, maybe 2. Frostmoth, that's a shutdown, and a big one from Max Crisp. So that swings the gold towards the other side a little bit, but Well, that was too close for comfort for Monkey Madness. The game almost ended.
It's like, even if they didn't end the game there, they still got the dragon and they got a Nexus Tower off that. Again, because that Herald got that first charge off there and they let those minions build up as they went for that Drake contest, they, as you said, they almost lost the game. So they would have looked here to take the Baron, but are they strong enough?
Bold call from Monkey Madness. Dundeeznuts will be there in time. This is just Monkey Madness trying to take the Baron and potentially wanting to turn afterwards. Call of the Forge God comes in a little bit early, but still the first kill of the fight goes to Dundeeznuts. But the counter engage from Monkey Madness is pretty good. But here come the rest of Dundeeznuts, and all of a sudden the fight just turns on its head. More kills come in, and I don't think this was the fight that you wanted to take. Dundeeznuts, another ace for them. And can they end the game off of this? The Nexus Tower actually fell. It's just the Nexus. Dundeeznuts are going for the endgame push. This time, it might just go their way. They're just going through mid lane. They don't care about the tower aggro anymore. It's just the Nexus. And it's just Nami defending the base. Can she stop Dundeeznuts from ending this one in 21 minutes? Here comes Zeri as well. Lightning Crash. Can she get the kills? Max Frizz falls next. And Dundeeznuts are repelled once again. But this time, it's just the bare Nexus remaining. Monkey Madness are in deep trouble. At least the Baron didn't fall.
Yeah, you're a bit scared if it's 22 minutes and you have no Nexus Towers. Like...
Yeah, basically, any fight that goes Dundeeznuts' way decisively is just going to end the game. It's really that serious right now.
Like, they could probably just force a Baron here and then just stay bottling. I was saying that the inhib is respawning, so they don't have that threat of supers anymore. But again, it's still, that's an extremely fragile base.
I think I would like to point you to the fact that Nami sold her items thinking the game was over.
Oh, no.
That's so unfortunate, but we don't have time to talk about that because Dundeeznuts are starting the fight again, and Frostmoth is going to fall first. Tykes has to retreat, jumps across that wall just to stay alive. And now Monkey Madness, do they still want to fight with Lysandra dead? Renz almost has that rage bar filled up. He continues to go in. We're going to catch with Diana. Moonfall catches nothing, and Benar is crazy good for Marin's. This is finally a teamfight win for Monkey Madness. They're turning it around. Only one kill for Weebly, but it's definitely a teamfight win for Monkey Madness at long last. They get it going in the nick of time. Rins might even get a kill onto Weebly. Vex will get away. But man, Monkey Madness. They're holding on strong as the dragon is about to spawn in 20 seconds time. Oh, Arins, he really wants to keep going, but he almost falls to the tower. Wow, he's really playing on the edge right now, trying to do as much as he can to keep Monkey Madness in this game. Now, the Mega Gnar spawned in too early, and this is just going to be a kill onto the Gnar. Nami flashes away.
Yeah.
And
don't know if that flash was needed.
I don't think this is a dragon that Monkey Madness can realistically contest if they want to keep this game going. They have to concede this time. This is a fight they cannot take.
And this will just end up being the soul picked up here for Dundeeznuts. And there we are starting to see these Ornn items come online. Yeah, that is, that, what's it called? 1,000 more gold Kraken Slayer, that's what I'll call it. But...
And will it be just Dragon Soul immediately followed up by the Baron buff? This time, Monkey Madness have Gnar with the Unleashed Teleport ready. Dundeeznuts.
It is, however, a Gnar with no rage. So we've seen the Nature's Grasp being thrown out here. That will be responsible for the Tidal Wave.
Gnar way up on the flank. Can Monkey Madness follow up? They go onto the backline, and the backline is in trouble. But they get the kills though. It's still in favor of Dundeeznuts. They managed to get it going, even despite having to focus the Baron buff at the same time. Gnar is completely alone, and it's 4-for-1. This, I believe, is over. Dundeeznuts have won another team fight, and they're just going to go down bot lane to end it all, end the series, and get, well, maybe not quite yet, because they're still pushing mid, but they might as well just end the game through mid lane. Well, is it going to happen? I feel like there was an opportunity that maybe I overlooked something.
They may have conditioned themselves into not wanting to end because they've tried twice and it's resulted in it not ending.
Yeah.
So maybe they've decided, look, we're already 10 years ahead, it won't hurt to keep this game going on for 2 more minutes. So we just slowly start the metal structures.
I guess now that they have Baron and it's just the Nexus remaining, it's really not that hard to end the game at this point. They just have to win the fight again. Frozmoth really far up, trying to initiate, but it's not going to amount to anything, or is it? The first kill goes to Dundeeznuts though, and another one follows. Gnar is going to die next, and Nami also caught up in all that crowd control. This is it. This time it's really over. Dundeeznuts are going to kill the Nexus. 4th time's the charm for Dundeeznuts. They go 2-0 in this series. They move on to face Rip Squad in round 3 of the losers bracket.